Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have an update video, so let's crack on with it. Alrighty then, jumping right into this, we're going to be talking about the Season 21 fishing rewards, and this is a preview. This is data mined on the PTS, and all links to the articles we look at today will be found in the description below. If you're looking for information about the new weapon balance changes, I'm going to be doing that in a follow-up video because I feel like that's going to require a video all on its own because there's some big changes coming. Right, moving on to this. I'm going to be skipping all this and we're just going to go straight to the pictures down below just to make things a little easier. So starting off, we have the Gone Fishing hat, and here's a couple of shots of that right here. Pretty dandy. What it does is it actually adds a piece of hair to yourself. So I know some people might not want this, but it is there and there's nothing you can do about it. Next, we have the snorkel goggles. A rather interesting piece if you're looking for that. And this, I don't know if this is a new emote. I don't know what's going on here. We're just flailing our arms out, but this is the snorkel goggle. Next, we have the snorkel mask, which is the goggle with the air tube attached to it. So you can pretend you're gonna go diving if you want to, just like this guy here. Next, we have the DSSB NUD t-shirt and jeans outfit. I have no idea what that means. I'm sure there's some people out there who do, but there is that, and here's another shot of that. Next, we have the Light Ally Dotty. So this is a new ally coming along, and they have a fishing themed outfit that also looks like a doctor's sort of gown as well, and this is their thing that you'd be placing down in their camp to spawn them. And here they are by their workstation. Next, we have Dirty Pond, and I don't know if this is dead fish, but there's some fish in there. I want to say they are, and here are some more angles. Dirty Pond, an interesting piece. Next, we have the set of display fish hooks, and I'm wondering if you can actually display your fish like is shown here. You potentially might be able to actually display some of the fish that you find. So if you get any rare fish and you want to hang them up in your camp, you might potentially be able to with these. Next, we have the boat fishing rod display, and this is a really interesting piece because it's a boat being used to display fishing rods, and I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if you can change, I don't know if you can change the fishing rods inside or if it's just a set piece, but here's another angle of that. Here it is without the fishing rods, so I don't know how that's going to work because of the way that the fishing rod works. It's not an actual item, but time will tell. Next, we have the fish head fishing rod display, and this is also an interesting one because the fish heads actually hold the fishing rod, and this is a pretty interesting looking fishing rod. And here's another angle of that. If my voice is a bit weird and I'm a bit sniffly, I'm a bit under the weather at the moment. I think it's some hay fever, so apologies for that. Next, we have the bottle clutter set. I feel like this should have been in the game already, but here it is finally. And you'll be able to put various bottles around your camp if you please. And this is, I'm pretty sure, going to be used by a lot of people who enjoy setting up camps and building camps. You can do some funky stuff with it too. Next, we have the buoy. If you want a buoy, if you're setting up a fishing camp, you're probably going to be near water, so this might be a good piece to just have litter around if you want. It's got a little bell on there and everything like that. Sorry for my phone going off. I forgot to put it on silent. Next, we have the drowned spotlight lamp, and if you're questioning if it lights up, yes it does. It's not going to be a huge amount of illumination, but there's some illumination with that if you're interested. Next, we have the fake taxidermy mermaid. So this is a skeleton of a mermaid. This is a really interesting piece. I actually like this one. Next on the list, we have the basket of dead fish, and there's a couple of different baskets with various different fish inside. So you can set up your fishing camps with this as well. Next, we have the fishing nets. Pretty standard stuff here. Next on the list, we have these rather interesting lily pad platforms. So these aren't actual lily pads. These are obviously like wood, and they have these little sections here where you could potentially tie up your boats. So if you wanted to, you could have your boats alongside these. Next, we have a rather interesting piece. Again, this is the loose vinyl records, and I actually really love these. Awesome. And we've got the bottled octopus. This is also a pretty interesting one. I wonder if the octopus moves inside or if it's just a static piece. My guess is it's just going to be static. Next, we have a plesiosaur statue. This is going to be a fairly large piece. So if you've got the room for it, could be an interesting one. Then after this, we have the sea serpent statue. This is actually a 3-piece set for that, so you can kind of customize it the way that you want. After that, we have the fishy stain. If there's any stain collectors out there, I'm not one of those, but I am curious. Are there actually stain collectors out there? This is a pretty cool one. Next on the list, we have the crate of vinyls to go with the loose vinyls. Rather cool piece. And we've got the drowned lounge, if you're interested in this sofa. I'm not. I think it's a bit too dirty for me, for my taste. But some people might really want to set up like an underwater-esque, like drowned-esque, like raised from the depths sort of camp. Next on the list, we have the Gone Fishing neon sign. This is a really cool sign in my opinion. And then we also have some new signs coming in the form of sale, vendor, alert, exit, and here. And this is a really handy one just in general for people to sort of guide people towards where their vending machine is and so on and so forth. I think this is a really cool neon light set. Next, we have the cannery. Here it is in all of its glory. Next, we have the hanging dollfish. This is a pretty big piece as well. This is like 3 tall or something, 3 people tall. So a fairly large asset for your base. After that, we have the seaweed scrap box. And then we have the seaweed stash box to follow up with that. We also have the houseboat, which we've had a look at in my previous video, the fishing video I set up. And then we've got the Poseidon arm wrestling machine. So I believe this will give you a little strength buff. Then we've got the Gone Fishing camping cooler. I'm pretty sure this will actually keep your stuff cool, but I'm not 100% sure. And to be honest, the normal cooler kind of stinks, so. Then we've got the Fishing of Appalachia Toxic Valley poster. This is a really cool one. We've got the Ash Heap poster. Also a pretty cool one. We've got the Savage Divide poster. So this will kind of tell you what the rare fishes are and stuff like that you can get in those areas, which is really nice. And we got the Forest poster. Got the Gone Fishing wall art. Other interesting pieces, like all of them. Got hanging fishing nets. Cool stuff. Is there? We've got the Jitterbells framed vinyl cover. The trip framed vinyl cover. I mean, they're all covers, so I'm just going to sort of blast through these. And to be honest, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. The Isotope Isaac framed vinyl cover. We've got the hanging buoys. Various different ones here. Got the Bloodletter kit set. Got the Goo Letter kit set. Interesting. We have the DSSB NUD poster, if you're interested in this. We've got the taxidermy shark jaw. We've got the Gone Fishing photo mode frame. The Amphoryte player icon. The Chainsaw Vault Girl player icon. The DSS NUD player icon. So a bunch of player icons here. Let's just blast through them. We've got the Paranoid, what is this, title? Got the Reeling title, Sturdy title, Untangled, Angler, Bobber, Theorist, Trawler, and then we got the Shark Tooth Backpack Flare, so it's a little tooth for the back of your backpack. We've got the Fishbones Backpack Flare. We have the Hooked Fish Backpack Flare. Cool. Got the Oxygen Tank Backpack. We have the Spitfire Paint for the Auto Grenade Launcher. Pretty cool. This is the Spitfire Paint for the Chainsaw. Got the Spitfire Paint for the Combat Shotgun. Ruby Reel Fishing Rod Paint. The Spitfire Paint for the Gatling Gun. Spitfire Paint for the Pepper Shaker. Quite a lot here. This is the Reaper Spitfire Paint. Spitfire Paint for the Tesla Cannon. The Fishing Rod Baby Rattle Bobber Mod. The Fishing Rod Grenade Bobber Mod. Fishing Rod Bulb Bobber Mod. Cool. The Nuker Bobber Mod. Houseboat Survival Tent. So we're going to be getting a tent, which is pretty cool. So it looks like you're going to probably have all of the various different stations inside of there. Not stations, but like storage units. And it looks like you get a, what is that, Tinker's Bench. You also get a card machine with this and a cooking. This is a very handy tent. We have the improved bait, the super bait, which is the cash drop one. And that's going to conclude this video. There's definitely some really cool items coming in the next season. and I am looking forward to some of those pieces. There looks to be a lot more than this current season, which is a good sign, but time will tell, and we'll see what other rewards come in there, including the form of like caps, you know, atoms and lunch boxes and things like that. There are a few other bits and pieces we're going to be looking at in terms of rewards, as well as the weapon balance changes, but I think this video has gone on long enough, so stay tuned for some follow-up videos for more information on the updates coming to Fallout 76. Either way, cheers all for joining me, thanks all for watching, and I'll catch you all on the next one.